All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 6213, State of Texas versus Justin Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense?
Kelly Fiddle.
And are you Justin Gonzalez? All right, counsel, I'm going to show you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez, I'm going to show you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the state is proceeding on count 2. And count 2 is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, not grant you community supervision because you're not eligible for community supervision, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on count 2, which is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. There's a $1,500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. They're recommending deferred adjudication. This is to run concurrent with the DWI case number 661512. They are taking in consideration County Court Cause number 651279, 651280. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with Roman Ruiz. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 7 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours of community service restitution. You're to follow the recommendations of TAP, MILF evaluation, parenting classes, hostility, aggression course, and UAs. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Off the record. Can we make sure that the interpreter is here because I have an answer to the question? Thank you. All right, we're back on the record. Then to offenses indicted in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state upper states exhibit number 1 and its attachments.
No objection.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No objection. Just ask you for the.
All right, so Mr. Gonzalez, have you ever been diagnosed
No.
with mental health issues?
No.
All right, so why are you pulling the knife on your brother?
There was just an argument. It was an argument.
Well, a lot of people have arguments and they don't pull a knife on anyone. And there wasn't even a dinner at the table. You just pulled a knife.
It's my brother. That's another thing that is worse. And I apologize to him already. I spoke to him.
Well, I mean, it's your brother, so that makes it bad because your mom is probably hoping that her siblings would not attack each other, right?
Yes.
And then what else makes it worse is that your mom is actually taking care of your daughter, which is something you should be doing that you're not doing. So why does your mom have custody of your daughter?
I guess because
No, it's not. I guess everybody knows why they don't have their children. So why don't you have custody of your daughter?
they didn't have custody because my baby mama didn't let me have.
Okay, let's not say baby mom. Let's not use that term. Let's say the mother of my child.
Mother of my child. She didn't let me
Well, why doesn't the mother of your child have custody of her child?
because I'm behind on child support.
No. There's a reason why biological parents don't have custody of their children. Sometimes they put them up for adoption. But in your case, there is something else going on that your daughter would not be placed with her mother, and instead she's being placed with your grandmother. So was Child Protective Services involved?
No,
That's either yes or no.
no.
So They want a mild evaluation, and you're saying you don't have mental health issues?
No, I don't,
All right, so what's the reason why you don't have custody of your daughter?
because I'm not stable.
All right, and what does that mean, you're not stable?
I don't have my own place yet.
Well, no, I mean, it's more than you not having your own place, because how old is your daughter?
She's 9.
All right, she's 9 years old, and you haven't had custody of her. So it's more than you not having a stable place. So was there drugs involved? What's going on?
No, it's just, I just haven't.
Right, let me explain something to you. You have entered a plea on this case.
Yeah.
You're going to be placed on probation. I have sent people to prison when they didn't follow through on their contract with the court for their probation. I take no pleasure in sending people to prison. When I place people on probation, I'm hoping they're going to be successful. They're going to do everything. They're going to end up going off in the sunset, enjoying the rest of their lives. And this is just going to be a bump in the road. But if you're not honest with me, guess what? I'm going to send you into the world like a newborn baby without any protections and any support. So I'm trying to figure out, and I need you to be truthful to me. What are your issues?
I had a drug problem.
And what was the drug of choice?
I was heroin.
All right. There you go. See, that wasn't hard. I always tell people where you are right now in this orange jumpsuit coming over from the jail. This is not where you're going to always be unless you choose that. Okay. So have you ever been employed?
Yes.
All right. What have you been doing?
Well, I'm a truck driver.
All right. Is there any gang affiliation?
No.
All right. Who did your tattoos?
Who did my tattoos?
Yes, which they're beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I did them over in Laredo.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of ink masters would say, as I watch ink masters, the feathers are so great on the headdress.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So this is what the court is going to do. I'm going to follow your agreement. It's going to be 7 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. This will run concurrent with 661512, taking consideration 651279, 651280. And I'm sorry, back with regards to your plea, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes. Yes,
And
sir.
did you also understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Sure.
All right. And knowing that, do you still wish to continue with this plea agreement? All right. So there's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Roman Ruiz. So that means no phone call to him or anything. Later that can change, counsel, if things are working out. I'm going to ask for parenting classes, and that'll be triple T. There's 150 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I normally would waive the remaining community service hours for the parenting classes, but in your case, I think you need to stay busy because I'm concerned about the drug addiction that's going on and the lack of responsibility you're taking for that. We're going to do a TAP evaluation. Follow all TAP recommendations. And that TAP evaluation is going to take place while in custody. We're going to go ahead and do a referral to felony drug court. I know that some people will say, he's charged with an aggravated assault, maybe felony drug court won't accept him for that, but they look at it on a case-by-case basis. We're going to do MIOF evaluation while in custody. There's to be hostility, aggression course. There's to be random, well, we're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. And I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month, random. And the defendant is not allowed to live with his mother. So the location of this incident which is Oak Island, is that correct? All right, the defendant is to have no contact with Oak Island Drive. And defendant is not allowed to reside with his mother. And the person who lives at that house, is it just your mother, or is it your grandmother too?
No, my brothers live there and my stepdad.
All right. All right, he's not to reside with his mother or his stepfather. Is there anything else that he needs probation? Is there anything that you need from the court in order to be successful? Anything else? We can go off the record. Mr. Gonzalez, your mom and stepfather and your brother are taking care of your daughter. That's something that you should be doing, but you didn't step up to the plate, so they did. So you should be making their life easy. And let me explain to you, one of the reasons why I'm not letting you live with your mother and your stepfather, because I don't want any family animosity or confusion because you're to have no contact with your brother. So you can let them know that I said that you can't live with them. And it's
Sure.
not your brother's fault. You understand?
Sure. And
All right.
I'm looking forward to taking care of my daughter. I've made a lot of changes while I've been in jail.
All right. So here's the thing with that. A motion's going to have to be filed because I said no unsupervised contact. And I'm not going to allow you to have contact with your daughter or have your daughter stay with you. And then the next thing I know, you're bringing some new woman in the house to be her stepmom. I'm not going to allow that. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you. Court is calling 2022 CR 6213, State of Texas versus Justin James Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Ray Lopez for the defense.
Are you Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Justin James Gonzalez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 6213
Yes.
for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on September 20th, 2022 for a term of 7 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
On or about the 25th day of November 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Justin James Gonzalez, committed the offense of violation bond protective order in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, we waive the other violations alleged in the motion.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
True.
Do you still wish to plead true?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, we're asking that you deny the motion. The defendant on deferred, running concurrent with his new offense, which is CC 722188. And we're asking that he attend state ISF with aftercare with ISP.
Probation?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. So did he say we were taking into consideration that clause or,
They pled.
oh, they pled to it already? Your Honor, that is probation's recommendation, state ISF followed by the ISP caseload.
All right, and should there be a no contact order with whoever's involved in 722188? Who's the person in that cause number? I'm talking to you.
Oh, Abel Galvan.
Abel Gavon?
Yes. Abel Galvan is GALVAN.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
What is your relationship to that person?
He's my ex-boyfriend.
Okay. You can't have any contact with him, you understand?
Yes.
If he wants that lifted, then he'll have to come into court. Does everyone understand? We're not going to be back here for another violation. You understand?
Yes.
All right, so that's yes.
Yes.
Violation of condition number 1 is true. I'll deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to include no contact with Abel Galvan. You all don't have any children or anything together, do you?
Oh, no.
Okay. This will run concurrent with 722188. And I'm going to order state ISF. And he's to remain in custody until transfer. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
All right, probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're looking at 20 years in prison. You need to make a decision. If you just want to go to prison, let the court know and we'll accommodate you. Otherwise, you're going to have to start doing better. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.